Well, I think the advisory board was a logical place to start because like Doug and other members of the advisory board, I think we all shared a passion for the corporate learning space, and we were all a little bit frustrated by the fact that there was no place for us as a community to go to learn more about other parts of the business that we weren't as familiar with. So I think learning people are unique in that their roots are as varied as any leader in any corporation. So we come from all walks of life, from HR, from the operation, pure training people, finance people. We're from all over the place. So I think all of us are in a slightly different position when we take over a learning leadership role. And so the opportunity to go to a place like Penn and learn about other parts of the business to be more effective in our jobs, it was a really cool concept. So being able to start on the advisory board, meeting fellow learning leaders and talking about what frustrates us and what are the big hurdles and challenges that we have to work through, this was a chance to get all that on the table and as a community come up with a solution. So that's where we started. Then as we went through a couple of advisory board meetings talking about how excited we all were about what we're putting together, the opportunity to be part of the program and participate as a student was too good to pass up. And as it turned out, now that I've completed the whole program and I'm back on the advisory board, I'm more excited today about the program than I was when we first started to talk about it. So it's been a lot of fun. I think as we launched this initial advisory board student faculty concept, I don't think we knew exactly how it was going to evolve and what kind of partnerships were going to evolve. As we got a year or so into the program, it was very clear that all of the pieces were working together because we all saw the huge value that this could provide the learning community as a whole. And by the time I finished the program and I'm now back on the advisory board, no longer in student state, you can even see the advisory board leaning in more, wanting to participate more. I want to teach more in the program. I want to help students. I want to be on dissertation committees. I want to play. So it's a very energized group of folks. I think the advisory board brings a much broader global perspective to the potential impact of learning on the success of corporations, and that's what I think the board really brings to the program. Is let's make sure that we're focused not just on the specific needs of the students, but just this developing learning leaders more broadly. How can we better equip these people to really drive value in their organizations? That's where I think the board has been really helpful. It was absolutely a life-changing experience. Not just how I think about the learning space, but how I think about the language of business, how I think about supporting my peers who were business unit leaders, how I think about sharing best practices at my organization with not only the folks that were my classmates in the program, but with board members and with the community as a whole. I think that this kind of effort makes you think more about the struggles that others are having, and it makes you kind of want to give back to your community, which is, I think, one of those characteristics of learning people in general.